Graham Heapy from Makaira Boats in New Zealand. We're here at the 2025 Seattle International Boat Show. We bought the Makaira 10-metre Gen3. That's 33 foot in your language. It's a beautiful boat. It's at the boat show. It's for sale. Come and have a look. We'll do a bit of a walkthrough. The first thing that's very apparent when you look at a Makaira is the aluminium flare in an aluminium boat. We're the only aluminium boat in the world to incorporate a Carolina style flare in our boat. Not only does this keep the boat exceedingly dry, just helps with the ride and things. So the ride in a Makaira is soft and drier than any other comparable boat. Another huge difference with the Makaira boat, the hull here is 8mm or 5/16 for you American people. So we make our boats out of 8mm 5/16 plate. That's why we can put a lifetime warranty on our boats. For this particular boat, the Makaira 10-metre Gen3, we've chosen the Mercury V10 Verado. Great power plant on this boat, goes really well, very economical, and when you want the grunt, it's there. For the American market, they're salmon fishing, they always have what we call a kicker, or in New Zealand we call it an auxiliary. So when they're salmon fishing, they just use the kicker. It has a tie bar, so you steer it from the main helm. We fit the Seakeeper ride, which is a vessel attitude system. Has over 100 movements a second. It'll drive the boat a lot better than you can manually, and it is, you basically set and forget it, and it just gives the boat the right attitude going through. Really good gear. So on the back of this boat, we have the Pacific Northwest walkthrough. This is specially designed for our North American customers, a little bit different to the ones we have in Australia and New Zealand. Come on, we'll give you a decent look through this boat. So immediately getting on this boat, the size of it, just everything is where it needs to be. This particular model, we have a live bait tank here, and whilst they don't use a lot of live bait for their fishing, it's great for just storing anything. This is a hot water shower. There's hot water on the boat, lots of fresh water, so if you're either going for a swim or whatever, it's an outside shower, but it's hot. Great feature. You don't use these back down in the Pacific like they do here. It's a kill tank for your salmon. It's got one on each side, huge capacity. I think we use more and more of it down south, I really do. It's a great feature. So we have a second helm station here, throttles there for the main engines. This is the kicker. We have a 12-inch Garmin. We choose the Garmin gear, we figure it's the best on the market. It's really easy to use, very reliable, very accurate. We love the Garmin gear. So we have a 12-inch sounder in the cockpit in this, we have a 16 inside that I'll show you. So second helm station, throttles for your main engine, throttle for your kicker. One of the best features of this particular boat, in my view, is the lock-up cabin. Have a look at this. It's just absolutely, it just works, look at that. And my favourite feature, this window, look at that. So now we go from a lock-up cabin boat to a fully open boat, and look how easy it is to put it back. This is on a gas strut, that shuts there, that opens there. We go from an open boat to a fully lock-up boat, like that. Dan, this is a beautiful boat, but it's still a fishing boat, it's still a sport fishing boat, and one of the great things, look at that. If you want to put your cooler under there, if you want to put an inflatable dinghy under there, if you want to put all sorts of things. It's huge, and look at that for a wonderful seat. Two adults can sit here nicely. It's absolutely the place to be, socialising, fishing, looking at your gear. It's probably the best seat on the boat. You don't see this on many boats. This has our full-size underberth. It's a full-size double bed down here, and you know, look at it. It's private. It's under the cabin sole. You wouldn't know it's there. We're in a 10-metre boat, 33 feet. This table here, 4 people can have a meal around here. It's got sliding windows for ventilation. It's really easy to see yourself having a meal around here, having a drink in the afternoon. It really works. It's a really good sized table. 4 of you can sit here. It's very comfortable. You can still look out the back, still talk to your skipper. It's built in the right place. Just works. This boat has an electric cooktop, an electric microwave, Has a beautiful sink here. You'd actually be forgiven for thinking you're actually at home. Have a look at these cupboards. All of these cupboards in the boat, they're actually made in the factory. We make all of these latches here. All of the latches, all of the hinges on the boat are actually made in the factory. They ain't gonna break, they're not gonna let you down. We make these hinges and we make all of these things here, we make them in-house in the factory, as we do with the upholstery. Look at the upholstery on these boats. The upholstery is just beautiful. Troy, who does all our upholstery, he's a master. He makes an art out of it. The upholstery in your Makaira, done in the factory, the paint's done in the factory, everything's done in the factory. We're in charge of everything. You buy your Makaira, everything on this boat is done in the factory. I have to say the dash layouts in our boat, it just feels comfortable. So we're in the deluxe skipper's seat here. This is an upgrade. But have a look at this. It folds up here. We call that the booster. So you can drive along in this boat here, have plenty of support in your lumbar region. You've got your throttles really close. You've got your sounder right in front of you. Full visibility on the bow. It's really important to be able to see your anchor. You've got the Garmin VHF radio. You've got a bow thruster. You've got the fusion gear. While we're here, this boat has a diesel heater. It's quite cold over here at times. So the hot air, the warm air comes out of here onto the screen and gets rid of any mist that might occur. So the diesel heater, really easy to use. It's one button and it spits out all the warm air onto the windscreen. How's that? We have 330 amp hours of lithium power on this boat. So the house side of things is all powered by a lithium battery, 330 amp hours. Has a 100-watt solar blanket on the roof. That lithium stuff's just brilliant. It's a game changer. The storage in here, look at this here. So down here we have the black water tank. We all know what the black water is. And just have a look at the construction. Look at our longitudinal stringers down there. Look at the quality of the construction, the welding. Our boats are built to Lloyd's specifications and the hull has a lifetime warranty. Beat that. That gets rid of the storage. And of course, our boat wouldn't be complete. It's just got this beautiful little Dometic fridge in it and can keep all manner of things. Once again, runs off the lithium batteries. Normally the toilet is the smallest room in the house, not on the Makaira 10 meter Gen 3. This is the fully enclosed toilet. Very, very private, very big. You'd think you're in a huge boat. Has a shower in here, hot water shower in here. It's just, boy, there's some thought gone into this. Look at that. So the Makaira 10 meter has accommodation for 6. Has 2 in the underberth, has 2 bunks here, 2 bunks below, or we put an infill and make this into a double. That's accommodation for 6 in a 10 meter or 33 foot boat. It's a very big little boat. Okay, we're at the business end of the boat now. We fit, by choice, we put the Maxwell capstan, that's the rope to chain winch in the boat. Huge flat area on the front of all the Makairas. You can actually have bean bags here, you can have a dinghy here, you can have a little sundowner drink. We make the bow rails so they're actually high enough that if you wanted to throw a popper into the water or do a bit of fishing, you can do so. Speaking of flat areas, have a look at this. You can do all sorts of things. You can put all the kids up here. The flat areas all have non-stick on them. Huge flat area on our roof. And of course, we've got all this flat area. There's the solar blanket. We choose the Garmin radar. Here's the radar arch for the Garmin. Really easy to use. Another feature of all of our Makaira boats is the curved one-piece windscreen. Toughened glass. A lot of boats have a mullion right down the front of your line of sight. You can't see. A one-piece curved toughened glass windscreen makes it safe. You can see it's not going to break and it looks really good. So in summary, that's a walk through the Makaira 1000 at the Seattle show. We set the standard in offshore performance. Makaira boats, the 10 meter, you won't fire a dryer, softer riding, better built boat than a Makaira boat anywhere. Lifetime warranty. Come and see us. Come for a ride in the Makaira 10 metre.